everybody, I'm Chris. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you are, thank you so much for coming back to my corner of the internet. Today, Polite Society sent over a whole bundle of products, and we are going to try all of them together. So if you want to see what they sent and see how everything looks, stay exactly where you are because we're getting into it right now. First things first, we have the More Than a Pretty Face Skin Caring Foundation. I love that it's skin caring. I love skincare in any makeup, period, as long as it works. We've also got the More Than a Pretty Powder. It is totally talc-free, greed-free, parabens-free, silicone-free, and disrespect-free. The Highlight Society Powder Gloss Highlighter. The Cabana Club Blurring Bronzer. Polite Pop's Powder Blush Stick. Greatest Lashes of All Time Mascara. The Big Mouth Lip Plumping Oil Gloss. And the Polite Pout Glossy Lip Balm. Let me prime my skin and we're gonna try everything. First of all, I love this packaging. This is so clean and soft and cute. I love the matte top to it. Ugh, that's just gorgeous. It has niacinamide, willow bark, and vegan hyaluronic acid. This is going to be beautiful. I can tell you already, it's going to be beautiful. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. I'm just gonna stick with half of my face at first, just so I can see, the real difference. I also don't know for sure if I'm gonna have a really good shade match or if it's gonna be a meh day. I did pick the shade that I thought would be correct, so we'll find out. And I might have squeezed a little much out, but we'll find out again. Oops, that was so much. There is so much on my brush. I do not know what the heck I was thinking when I pumped out that many pumps. Ooh, the undertone is perfect. Not too yellow, not too warm. The coverage though, what is this coverage? It's looking full, or at least a medium. So much more than just a foundation. This skincare meets makeup hybrid was created using only vegan, non-toxic, and good-for-you ingredients that help support healthy skin function. Next generation, long-wearing, weightless pigments mimic real skin to quickly and completely cover, correct, and treat skin for comfortable precision. Long-wearing, transfer-resistant, non-oxidizing, but I do not see any coverage claims. Well, I'm gonna go with full. So far, it is definitely giving me full coverage. I mean, just a quick 1-2 brush application without really even blending everything together. My skin, I have a glow. It's healthy looking. Very stark difference because of the coverage difference, but we're gonna fix that right now. We're gonna take out some of that excess product with a sponge and just see how it blends in. Oh, that is always where I love to tell a foundation and like what the finish is gonna look like in the end. Right there. See that smooth, gorgeous, skin-like glow? Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna need any concealer. I mean, me being me, I need concealer. But that is really good coverage. I mean, just look at her. Look at her strength. Now, if you don't quite build up so excessively, see what a light wash of color is gonna look like. Now, just taking that sponge and moving some of the product from the right side to the left side, you can make it a flexible coverage foundation. Because that is just a wash of color. It's just giving some light, everyday sort of coverage if you want something lighter. Or you can go in with the excessive amount of product that I decided to add on the back of my hand and my brush and really build it up and totally cover whatever you want to cover. So you've got the control of your coverage. Just know that you do not need to use nearly the amount that I picked up. I used way too much. Pumped out way too much, I put way too much on my face, but it sure does look amazing. So even if you accidentally squeeze out an exorbitant amount and still have a whole lot left over when you're done, it's still gonna look great on your face. Good news. Let me throw some concealer on and I'll come back and we'll use the talc-free powder too. Concealer is applied, under eyes are definitely brightened up. Now let's set. I put a little bit of powder in the cap. I'm gonna take a little bit on the little puff here, and let's really quick make sure we've got no creasing. Okay, and while there are no creases and everything is smooth, I'm just gonna set. Oh. Okay. And it's talc free and it's still incredibly blurring. Then I definitely do the same thing to my forehead because I want to lock in all of those smooth looking lines instead of the creasy looking lines. So while everything is nice and smooth, we're just gonna lock it in, set it in place, and we're not gonna worry about everything moving and cracking. Oh, that looks so good! This powder This powder is a blurring powder. Yes. Now that our base is done, let's check out the Polite Society Cabana Club Blurring Bronzer. You guys, so far everything has blended and laid down so nicely. Like, my skin is flawless. Do you see that soft matte finish? And everything is just so blurry. And every single package, like the components for all of this stuff, is just so cute. Everything's got that soft matte finish, but they're changing the colors a little bit, so it makes it interesting, keeps it fun. And it matches my background. I didn't even mean to do that. Okay, love this compact. Is this a cream? I totally set, no, this is a powder. Okay, I was gonna say, I totally set my entire face already. Ooh, and this is not gonna be too dark for me. I think this is gonna be just the perfect shade to give me that gorgeous bronzy glow. Oh, I really hope it's not super dark. It looks like it's really, really dark in the pan. Like, that seems like it's gonna be a little deep for me, but on my finger, it really doesn't look that bad. Instead of being scared, I'm just gonna go in, and we're just gonna see. Let's just start on the forehead a little bit. Then I can tell. Now, I did use this to brush powder away on a previous makeup application, so I know it's covered in translucent powder, which is great. I was sort of hoping it was going to combat a little bit of the depth that this bronzer had, but I don't think I needed it anymore. Yeah, that's really soft, subtle, still bronzy. Let's just keep building, see what happens. Before I tanned, this would have been the perfect shade. Now that I'm darker, it's subtle. It's very subtle. But you can see that it's giving a little bit of warmth to the skin, where I've built it up on the forehead and the cheeks. But we're just gonna keep building until we really get it there. Okay, yes, that is really, really pretty. If I scoot back a little bit and the light's not so intense, you see that little bit of warmth that's right above the brow? That is that tone. For me, right now, with my level of tan and this foundation shade I've got on, it's like the perfect level of depth to just change it to a little bit of a warmer tone, but it's not really deepening things a whole lot, which is kind of perfect for just that warm, soft, subtle, bronzy tone. I am super curious to see how this would have looked if I hadn't gone in with a brush that was already covered in powder, because it's definitely blurring. Oh yeah. Now you can really see some of that warmth coming through in the beard. The bronzer is gorgeous and totally buildable. I got this side built up a little bit more than the other side. You know, since I started with powder on the brush on this side, it was a little less intense. And by the time I got over here, the bristles of the brush were totally covered. But we do need some more stuff for the face, and we've got the Polite Pops Powder Blush Stick this time. This one's in the shade Malibu. Now, I was pretty sure when I checked all of this stuff, I made sure that it was all powder. I'm hoping that just means extra shiny powder highlighter. Oh, the blush component, you guys, just look at how adorable. I love her. It's so teeny tiny though. And a powder blush in this? I would have thought this would be a stick blush. That is not a powder blush. That is definitely a stick blush, like a cream. I could have sworn this package just said powder. Well, I guess we're gonna find out together if this is gonna be successful or not. Let me go ahead, just in case, and I'm gonna spray my face with a little bit of setting spray. Watermelon specifically, because yum. We're just gonna go right in with the finger. But you know what? It is a bit thicker. Not thicker. It's less emollient than most cream blushes that I feel. Normally the glide is super, super slick. As soon as you start touching a cream blush, like it starts melting and then it turns into a watery type substance. This is staying firm the whole time. Almost moussey, like a soft matte mousse. Like, I can see why they called it a powder blush, even though it's in a stick. Okay, let's see how the pigment will blend out with my face set already. Okay, very subtle. Oh, and I am totally lifting my foundation and my concealer up. So we are going to switch to lighter pressure and more product because my base is so good. I mean, everything is so smooth, nothing's creasy, nothing's gross looking. It just looks really nice and I really don't want to mess it up. Okay, yes. So more product, less pressure, and just be gentle if you've already set. I would probably recommend using this blush before you go in with your powder. Ooh, yes. That is that, like, I just came in from outside in Miami and I'm gorgeous. Isn't this called? Oh no, it's Malibu. I get why it's called Polite Pops. because it's just a polite pop of color. Nothing overboard, nothing too crazy, nothing that's gonna like make your boss freak out on you. You know what I mean? Summer, but like morning time summer, you know, before the heat's totally right at your neck the entire day. Now we need some sparkle. This is like the best part, or I'm hoping it's gonna be the best part. So we've got the Polite Society Highlight Society Powder Gloss Highlighter. This one is in the shade Socialite. That is really cute. Speaking of adorable, I bet this component is gonna be cute too. Yes, it's just like the bronzer, but a different shade. Oh, it's a pink instead. That is cute. Or just champagne-y gold, and that looks like it is gonna be blinding. So again, I'm using the same brush I've been using. I'm just gonna buff off some of the powder that's on the brush already using a paper towel. Okay, moment of truth. I'm not terrified. This is gonna look amazing, and I'm not gonna build up too much too fast. Are we ready? Ooh, I did almost build up way too much too fast. I cannot believe that is even after buffing off the brush or tapping off the brush. Like, I got rid of all of the extra. Look at that highlighter. Ooh, Light Society, what are you trying to do to me? Send me to space? They're gonna get the signals. E.T. phone home. Wow. Oh my gosh. And that is somewhat diffused out with powder and bronzer all over this brush. That is insane. Okay, if you want a very, very bright highlighter glow, Polite Society Social Light. Oh my gosh, that is just nuts. Ooh, it looks wet. Okay, I'm totally obsessed with this highlighter. Now all we have left is lips and lashes. So give me just a second to curl my lashes off camera and wipe off the balm I've got on, and we'll try out both. Lashes are now curled, but let's try the greatest lashes of all time mascara. Just gotta say, I'm so excited about that wand. That is gonna be great for lengthening and lifting and separating. Like, I'm gonna have control, and it's gonna be amazing. And yet again, we have this beautiful soft matte packaging, but this time she's blue. Okay, can we talk about the lift? Because the lift is really happening, okay? Hello. Ooh. And this actually bends, so I didn't realize it at first, but the component, like the lid, is shaped a little oblong, and it's shaped like that so that you can hold it with the curve being on the pointed side of the oblong shape. That is so neat. You can feel when it's bent the right way, which is sort of a problem with a lot of mascaras, because you don't know when the wand is actually turned around to point upward, but you do with this one. And good news, it gives just as much length and volume on the lower lashes as it did the top lashes. Now we're gonna move on to lips, and that's the final touch for this whole look. So we've got two lip products here. One is the Polite Society Polite Pout Glossy Lip Balm. I feel like this is gonna be my tried and true, like my everyday, but we also have the Big Mouth Lip Plumping Oil Gloss. This is the one I meant was gonna probably be my everyday, because like plumping, gloss, oil, these are like all things I love, so of course. But I don't really know that we can use both of these together. Big Mouth Lip Plumping Oil Gloss. Let's just start with the Polite Pout Balm and see how it looks, because it's still a glossy lip balm. It will still be glossy. Oh, and it comes in a little squeezy tube, so this is definitely giving lip balm vibes. Let's see how glossy of a balm it is. Oh. That smells so good. That looks really, really glossy. A little bit of a pink tone to it, but I think it's sheer enough that you could probably wear it with just about anything, and you're not really gonna be able to see the pink so much. Oh, it just smells so good. Okay, so it's for sure glossy, obviously, but it does still feel really balmy, like just balm. It doesn't feel like it's got the slip of a gloss. It just feels like it has the slip of a balm. It's a little thicker. The slide is really slow. And we're not all stringy. Yay. Okay, I like her. I like her quite a bit, actually. Okay, maybe that could be an everyday and I would still be okay with it. But we're still going to try out the Lip Plumping Oil Gloss. It's got blueberry oil, infinity pepper, and ginger root oil. Oh, big! That's what big stands for. Blueberry oil, infinity pepper, ginger root oil. Makes sense. Oh, I'm so ready for the plump. Oh, and yet again, we have this just gorgeous soft matte packaging. Oh, that is so beautiful. It almost looks like this has sort of an orange tone to it. I think so. Like that kind of looks a little bit orangey. Maybe it's just nude. Oh, this smells like a plumper I've tried before. And if it's anything like that plumper, this is gonna be very intense. It's that pepper That's what I'm smelling. Ooh, the color is really pretty. It's like, I don't know. It's sheer, so you can't really tell that there's a color. But when it's going on, it's lighter and kind of orangey. So it's giving like skin tone-ish, just on initial application, of course. Once it blends out, it just shears out enough that you can't really tell anyway. Ooh, it's a plumper, all right. I can feel it working. It is burning. But I will say it's not so intense that I can't deal with it. Like, it's not uncomfortable. It is making my mouth water a little bit, but like every plumper does that to me. I know I can tell you this is going to plump the lips. Actually, while this is working, I'm just gonna go ahead and pause recording, let it go ahead and work for a little while, and then I'll come back and show you what my lips look like. You guys, it's only been another minute, but I can tell you 100% this plumping lip gloss plumps. It's doing the burning, it's doing the plumping. I can feel it working, especially on my top lip, because I always overdraw my top lip. It's habitual. I even do it with lip gloss and like lip plumpers because I'm just so used to following the line above my lip. So now my skin above my lip is plumping a little bit and turning red. So it's looking like my lip also is getting extra big. So it is, yes, but so is my skin. So point being, it will plump. It will do the job it is supposed to do, and it's doing it very well. So that's everything Polite Society sent over. Thank you so much, Polite Society, for sending everything. I have to say, this, more than a pretty face skin caring foundation, the coverage on this and the finish is so beautiful. You guys nailed this, okay? And I will tell you guys watching, a little bit of this goes a long way, okay? Don't do the, 3 pumps on your brush because you think it's gonna all soak into the brush. It will spread. There is enough coverage in this to cover your whole face with like a pump. Maybe a pump and a half if you want to build up some extra coverage. Also, the More Than a Pretty powder. The way that this smooths my under eyes and my forehead after putting on foundation and concealer and smoothing everything out, it was flawless. I mean, I'm still pretty flawless. It smoothed everything just so beautifully, filled the pores really well, and sort of mattified the skin just a little bit, enough to give it just a really soft focused finish. Let's just say I know why they call it a pore minimizing powder. Both the bronzer and the highlighter are stunning. The bronzer for my skin tone right now where it's at, it's like barely bronzing. It just warms up the skin, so it's kind of just perfect for me to get a bronzy look out of it. But once my tan goes away a little bit, I think this is gonna be literally perfect for my skin tone and my shade. And this highlighter, oh my goodness, which I did kind of tone it down a little bit when I sprayed some setting spray and pressed a sponge over the highlighter itself. I wanted it to look more blended in, like it was just kind of my skin glowing. In case you missed it, okay, if I just take a little bit of this, honey, she's buildable, okay? You can keep her sheer and do just that, slightly lit from within sort of glow, where it's sort of candlelit, or you can do like I like to do and just go nuts. I am a liquid goddess. Now the only complexion product that I had a little bit of a hard time trying to use was the blush, and it was only because the first time I went to use it, I had already set my face because I thought it was a powder blush. I mean, it says powder on it, but I should have known with it being a stick like this that it was going to be more like a cream or a balm. So when I went in with it the first time, I did end up just kind of peeling up my foundation because I was using my finger to try and blend it. So I went in with it again without setting my foundation first, and it worked like a dream. Just know that because it's this like powder cream finish, it sort of feels like a matte product the entire time you're working with it. So like as you're getting it on your fingers and like moving it around, you'll feel that it's not gonna melt and turn into like a watery substance like a lot of cream blushes do. This stays super dry and moussey feeling. So it's just a little different. If you're not used to using something that's more matte or like a powder finish like that, it might be a little bit of a learning curve for you, but it's totally workable. Just be sure you don't apply it after your foundation is set. Easy peasy. Also, this Greatest Lashes of All Time mascara, I understand why it's called the Greatest Lashes of All Time. Look at my lashes. They got so lengthened. It's got really good hold. They're staying perfectly straight up. They're nice and spread evenly, and they're not clumped together. I know that that is totally a mood for a lot of people, and I love that for you. I love your journey. If you can manage to get your eyelashes that like, really soaked spider leg clump look without getting mascara all over your eye, kudos. I don't know how you do it, but congratulations. I can't. So we lengthen and we spread and we make them look like hair, and that's what I love. And this does that. very, very well. I bet if I would have gone in with a second and third coat, I could have really thickened it up because the picture on the box that was apparently taken with a phone camera, not like, you know, edited and taken professionally and all that. They took it with a phone camera. So impressive. They were showing the result of the mascara with a phone camera. Not like some other people might do with mascara and lashes and stuff like that. I feel like that's very admirable marketing, very marketing with integrity, you might say. Then the balm, now that I've actually experienced the difference between these two, I think this is going to be my nightly balm, like before I go to bed, what I put on before sleeping, you know? I mean, I know it's glossy, but at least I know if I jump out of bed and have to go run and do something, I'm gonna look super cute in the meantime. And then I think the plumper, she's gonna be my morning time lip product because I love getting a good plump. Oh my gosh, I just saw my lips. Look at that top lip. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is filler lip. Like that's what my lip looks like when I get back. I'm getting them filled. Okay, so like I was saying, this is gonna be my every morning plumper, and then I'll probably go in with some of the gloss balm like throughout the day as I, you know, ease my lips back into regular life rather than plump to life. But this, that is fantastic. That is definitely one of the better plumpers I have ever used. I would probably put this in top 2, top 3 plumpers. Anyway guys, that's enough for me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up just to let me know. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!